Good morning.
Hey, Seattle.
As always, it's your girls, Jasmine and Shantae.
Welcome to another Thursday morning and another episode of The Way with Jazz and Tay.
We'll be bringing you lots of laughs and class to get you ready for the day and the weekend ahead.
Will it be the way or not the way? Find out and join the conversation.
Hey y'all, welcome back to The Way with Jazz and Tay. Before the break, we played a pretty fun round of heads up. I almost said icebreaker. That was what's going on. We played Hey Mr. DJ, which I said I do not recommend. You guys can make your own decisions about that.
Right.
But the Blockbuster movie one was much better and I feel like more fun in our opinion. So
Absolutely.
Definitely play that. I don't know if we told you guys before, but there was a time a couple months ago when Heads Up actually reached out to us to put one of our clips on their Instagram page because, I don't know if we told you guys.
What?
I know, Benny.
It was an accents and impressions.
Sweet.
Yes, and it was just, I gave one like clue and it was pretty funny. Everyone just started laughing, so we couldn't even like finish the round, and they liked it, and so they reposted it. Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, we do this. Okay, we do Heads Up.
Hey, Heads Up, what's
right.
up?
I know, right? Sponsors.
Come on, Silence of the Lambs. Make the cut.
You feel me?
Make the cut. Come on.
But now we're actually going to get into our reviews of the week. Really quickly, I didn't put this one in there for me, but we are still doing TV reviews and shows that we've been watching. I have one that I want to add in here super last minute that is not show related. So I'm going to go first, get that out of the way. Is that okay, Tay?
Absolutely.
Perfect. So Latia came home the other day from this grocery store up the street, which I'm learning is like an international grocery store. And I love it. It is so fun going in there because they have everything. All right. She comes home with canned boba tea, like bubble tea. And it has tapioca in it. Yes. Okay. Shantae's face is like, no, I'm not doing it.
I don't like boba.
You're not a fan of that?
I don't like boba. Mm-mm.
So here's the thing.
Sensitive.
We didn't know what to expect going into it. And so she uncans it. And I'm like, is there actually going to be tapioca in it? I'm like, in the can. And so as she's pouring it out, I don't see anything. But then as she gets to the bottom of it, they all just kind of start like plopping out. It's like, oh my God, it's here. So we tried it. And my overall review is that, the flavor of the bubble tea is great. It's delicious. Like, I definitely recommend that. The tapioca tastes like tapioca. Like, it tastes just like any other boba tea that you get. The only thing that I will say is that the consistency is a little bit different. And I mean, I think that's probably just because of the fact that it's probably sitting in the tea for longer than when we get it fresh. So it's not like as chewy of a consistency as you would normally get with tapioca. So it's a lot easier to chew.
Oh my gosh.
So
I'm not into it.
I know your face this whole time.
The tapioca alone is enough for me to be like, nope.
So the store that we found it at is the SARS over here in Tukwila. For those of you guys that might be local. And they've got a few different flavors. They've got black tea, they've got green tea, they have Thai tea, which is a fave for me. That's what I got. I think they've got a couple other flavors too, but I didn't check them out because I don't think I would like them. But yeah, check them out if you guys want. I personally am a huge fan. Like, I would love to just have tapioca and bubble tea on deck. So this is a good way to do that. Now jumping into my TV review. I don't remember the last time I updated you guys on the show Cruel Summer. Was it just last week? I don't even know. Was it just last week? Okay. I feel like so much time has passed by. But I didn't catch the last I was 2 episodes behind. So I've got a lot to update you guys on. Again, the show that I've been watching is Cruel Summer. It's on Freeform and it's on Hulu. It airs Tuesday nights, or you can watch it on Hulu anytime after that. But things are just getting crazier and crazier. So again, the basis is about, these two high school girls in the 90s who get caught up in this scandal after one girl has gotten kidnapped. Okay. And the girl that got kidnapped is like this, all-American popular kind of girl. And the other girl is, not so popular, but after homegirl gets kidnapped, she kind of becomes the popular girl and has a little like glow up. And so there's this scandal because the kidnapped girl comes back. Her name is Kate, and she's alive and well. Yeah, everyone thinks that she's dead because she's been gone for so long. She's alive and well. And there's this like theory or rumor that the other girl, whose name is Jeanette, knew where this girl was being kept. And that, this whole entire time that she's been kidnapped, I guess had like seen her at some point and knew where she's being kept. So, and again, this is all like hearsay, it's all speculation, and it's all like allegations. So we don't, who knows if it actually is true or not, and that's kind of where we're at. They're giving us little nuggets at a time of this big puzzle piece to kind of like put it together. And what I really like about it is that they're really allowing you to form your own opinions. Like, yes, they're doing a very good job at giving you the personality and like background of the one main girl, the girl who had been kidnapped, and then the other girl who was being made out to be like the villain. Okay. So I really appreciate that, because I feel like a lot in TV shows, there's an obvious good girl and like bad girl. And then this one, you're kind of like, oh, I don't really know what to believe. Like, I sympathize with her because of A, B, and C, but I also sympathize with her because of these other things. And it's really cool that they're kind of like pulling us back and forth. And the other thing that they do, which I think is really unique about a TV show, and they're doing it very well, is they're taking us between 3 different timelines. So over the course of 3 years. And it's very obvious when we're switching back and forth between yes, exactly. So it's very like clear when you're in 1 year and what to follow. It's not a lot of room for confusion. So I really appreciate that. It's very easy to watch because of that, and it's easier for you to be more involved in the show because you're not having to try to remember and what's going on. What year is this? I don't remember. So. I would definitely recommend checking it out. Again, I don't know how many episodes they're going to be, but right now they're in a very strange place where they're kind of leading. We're in the last episode that I watched. They're showing us leading up to right before the girl gets kidnapped. Okay. And so, yeah, exactly. So we're right now in the past.
Okay.
rather than like in the present time.
Where did it start? It started in the present?
It started so it's actually just 3 consecutive years, 1993, 1994, and 1995. Okay. But present time would lead you to believe it's 1995, if that makes sense. That's like what's happening actively. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would check it out, and it's a really easy watch. It really is. And it sounds, I don't know if I said this last week, you think it's corny because it's like a high school kind of like teenager thing. I would say this is for anybody. It could really be for anybody. Yeah.
I like
All right. Yeah, Tay, talk to me about them, because I read your description and it's got me really nervous. I don't know if I want to watch it.
So I have been continuing to watch the show Them on Amazon Prime. I think there's a total of 10 episodes, and at this point I think I'm on episode 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. I can only watch the show in like 2 episode spans, or like 1, to be honest, mm-hmm. because there is a lot going on, A, that we don't understand, and B, there's just a lot of like racism and violence towards Black people, and it's kind of hard to watch. It's very hard to watch. And so in this most recent episode, I may have to spoil a little bit. I'll try not to, but the way that they're doing it is they are doing flashbacks. Mm-hmm. So this family, they moved to East Compton, and the way the first episode started off, they weren't in East Compton, or they were in like, I don't even really know the country. Like they were living in this big house in the country. They had a lot of land, you know, and at one point they had a son, a newborn son. He was probably like maybe a year, maybe less than a year old. Well, when we go to the future in Compton, there is no son. So up to this point, we know something happened to the baby, right? And the way the first episode starts off, this the mom was at home with the baby, and this older white lady comes up and is just being weird. Like she's just being really, really like, I was like, I have bad vibes and I don't like anything that's about to happen here. She walks up, starts singing this weird song, and the mom's like, can you leave? Like, you go now. And the lady's like, here's the baby, and it's like, ooh, can I have your baby? Can I have your baby? Like
no.
keep saying, can I have your baby? And I was like, go in the house and lock every door.
Yeah.
And so like then they cut it, and that's when we go and they're driving and moving into their new home in Compton. And I'm like, well, what happened? And
I feel like somebody tried to steal their baby.
up to this point we have not known. And like the mom in Compton, she's been very off. Just kind of like, we know something bad happened in that scene, but they did not show us. They've just been showing us what's going on in Compton, which everything that's going on in Compton is pretty terrible on top of whatever they went through in South Carolina at their old place. Okay. So the most recent episode I watched, they finally showed us what happened, and I was like, I could have lived 1,000,005 lives without this thing.
Oh no.
They could have just told us. They could have had her go to therapy and explain it that way, but I didn't need the visual.
No.
It's pretty. I want to know who wrote this.
I
'Cause
wanna
where's
watch
your
it.
mind and why?
I want to watch it.
But yeah, it's hard. It's very hard to watch. And again, like I said, I could have lived many lives without. I don't like watching harming of children on television. So that was really hard to watch, and it was extremely unnecessary, but I understand that it's for the plot line. Outside of that, everyone thinks the mom is going crazy, and honestly, she's making me as the watcher feel like I'm also going crazy, because in a lot of the scenes where it's just her by herself, she sees stuff or like hallucinates, and then will be like she'll go and run and tell her husband, like, you know, I saw this crazy thing, and then her husband goes to see, or like is there, and everything's normal. And so I'm like, is this stuff actually happening, or is it all part of her like psyche, or like do they have some sort of curse put on them? Like, I don't know what's actually happening, and it's kind of mind-bending. So definitely check it out.
You want to know what I just found out, Tay?
What?
Lena Waithe is one of the writers for them. Yeah.
Of course.
Doesn't that make sense suddenly?
Yeah. I was like,
so dark.
Yeah, I could see is it Michael Key? No.
Oh, Peele.
No. I could see him. Like it's
Jordan
giving
Peele.
very like Us and very Get Out vibes.
Yeah.
It's just really dark.
Ugh.
So I say all of that to say it is good though. Definitely check it out if you have the mental capacity for it. But just know it's pretty dark.
I can imagine. It sounds like it. I'm really nervous. Okay. This is one of those that I need to like sit down and be ready for, like ready to consume what's going to come at me.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, yeah, it's honestly, I'll just say for like Black people, it's going to be hard to watch because a lot of the stuff is just downright crazy, and there's a lot of racism going on for no reason. But then I'm going to go to another dark television show. As I told you guys last week, Handmaid's Tale. Yes. It's going to get a little, I can't even say the Handmaids is less dark than them. I would say that they are right there.
They're just on different levels, you know?
Yeah.
They're just,
one's racism and the other is sexism and human trafficking. I don't even really know how you sum up Handmaids, but it is on Hulu. It came back last week. They are putting out 3 episodes a week. So I watched all 3 in one setting while taking my hair out on Sunday. And you guys, if you're watching this, we are on season 4, and I think this is the final season.
it has to be
some stuff to start going right, okay? Because we have gone 4 seasons of June, who is the main character. She's also known as Joseph. All the women in the show are of, and then whoever owns them,
Ew.
their name. Yes.
Ew.
So she was of Fred, and now she's of Joseph. And
Oh, I remember hearing that. I remember hearing of Fred before. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
And now I don't know what they call her because nobody owns her, but I'm calling her June because that's her name. June has had so many opportunities to get out of this place, you guys. And she's still there somehow. And things just keep getting worse because she's rebelling against this new nation called Gilead, okay? And so essentially what Gilead is the new America. Think if, and I'm just going to have to be real with y'all. Think if Donald Trump, like the Trump party, got their way and were able to just kind of like rework how we saw America. And we were, living off of a very strict Christian values, and women were property, and the only women that had some form of power were these commanders' wives. It's a hot mess, okay?
It
So this is
sounds
the new
like it.
America.
I don't want
and
it.
it's awful. It's awful. She has had ample chances to get out of this place, but she's been rebelling against Gilead as a handmaid. So now another part is that fertility rate is low in America. So what they're doing is they took all the women who already had kids and kidnapped them and basically broke them down to make them handmaids. So
This is definitely human trafficking.
it's human trafficking, yes. And they are giving them to these commanders and their wives so that they can give them babies. You guys, the show is insane. She has completely dismantled everything. Her first commander of Fred is basically like the head guy. She has them locked up. Like somehow,
Oh, good.
well,
Oh.
somehow she got the wife to kind of like see the light. So the wife is named Serena. She's awful. And like, honestly, like she's so unfeminist. It's crazy. It's so hard to watch, you guys, because there's so many women that are like also forcing this on these other women. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like,
Yeah.
why are you like this?
Yeah.
Anyway, they're locked up somewhere in Canada, but they're probably not going to do any time. So as soon as they get out of jail, they're ready to kill June.
They're coming for blood.
And then the lady who like trains all the handmaids,
Yeah.
she got in trouble because the handmaids rebelled because of June. And so she's like, I'm going to kill June. Everybody wants to kill June. And all I'm saying is that June, you need to find your way to Canada ASAP.
Is
and I'm-
Canada a safe zone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if they can make it to Canada, they have asylum. They
So this is just happening in America, in the United States.
America. Yes, in the US.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like supposedly they're in like Boston right now.
So here's what I'm going to do, Tay. I'm getting my dual citizenship ASAP, and I'm just going to try to take as many people with me as I can. Yeah. Shouts out to,
Girl,
the-
Handmaids is never gonna happen here. And it
You
better
don't-
never happen.
You don't know that because we said Trump was not going to become president, and then look what happened.
Wow. Shots
No, but
fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
I'm dead.
I just
But
feel
no,
like
I
it's
do
a little
agree.
too
It's a little bit, yeah. America
this-
could never. I don't think America would ever do that. We would do a lot of things, but that.
that is a lot. Yeah, like yeah. So anyways, definitely check out Handmaids. If you've not started it, start from season 1. It is really good, but again, it's
Yeah.
another one that is really hard to watch because there is sensitive content everywhere. Okay.
You and Saba both are constantly telling me to start this show, and I think I just might need to.
Yeah, like why have you
just-
not done that yet?
I have nothing but excuses. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I've got nothing but excuses. So.
Okay, so we have talked at length about our reviews. We're going to go ahead and jump into another quick break so that we can get into mental health awareness. Stay tuned. You guys are listening to The Way with